Well, good morning. Today is the 19th day of March. I believe it's the first day of spring, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. The time is 9 o'clock. The board is in session. All three commissioners are present. The board is in session to conduct its weekly open business meeting. For the record, if you could introduce yourself, partner over here.
Tim Klein, Treasurer's Office.
Heather Luther reporting.
Don Watts, assessor.
Hallie Gardner, IT.
Tony Serio, IT.
Mike Work, Operations.
Josh Brown, Operations.
Elizabeth Duncan, Communications.
IT guy.
Katie Reed, Clerk's Office.
Bob Perkins, Ada County Procurement.
Well, thank you. Madam Clerk, are there any changes to the agenda?
Yes, there's a change to the daily agenda.
Okay. Do we need to take a motion on that?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we remove the 3 o'clock meeting, legislative update. It has been canceled. And for information, it is being scheduled for next week, but we don't have the date yet, so we will make that announcement in next week.
Okay. Well, thank you.
So I move that we remove the 3 o'clock meeting from the agenda.
We have a second to the motion.
Second.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Meeting's been moved. Or canceled, actually. We haven't got an update on it.
Because we don't have a date
Yeah,
yet.
that's right. Okay, our first order of business is some unfinished business. We'll need to have a motion to remove the unfinished business from the table.
I move that we remove the unfinished business from the table for consideration.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. You're up.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Before you this morning, under unfinished business, is the final ranking and award recommendation of RFP 24026, the design build for Ada County Juvenile Probation Photovoltaic Project. And the evaluation team has completed the initial evaluation of the proposals and had interviews this last week. But we're still in the review process of going through the evaluation. Therefore, we'd like to request to retable the final rankings and award recommendation to the March 26th, 2024 open business meeting.
Okay. You'll have plenty of time to visit with them between now and then.
Yeah, we'll have a decision for you next week.
Okay, all right, I'll accept the motion.
Mr. Chairman, I move to table the final rankings and award recommendations for RFP 24026, design build for Ada County Juvenile Probation Photovoltaic Project to March 26th, 2024.
Second.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Okay, we have a couple of resolutions. I'll open a public hearing on Resolution 2964, a resolution adjusting the Ada County budget to reflect the receipt of unscheduled revenue to the clerk of the court's budget. Okay, any discussion on that?
Mr. Chair, this is the city of Eagle paying us back for conducting the mayoral runoff election.
So they did pay us.
They did.
They
Okay,
did end up paying us. Fantastic.
all right. Okay, any other discussion or any other? Okay, I will close the public hearing on Resolution 2964. Is there a motion?
I'll move to adopt resolution number 2964 as listed on the agenda.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I'll open the public hearing on Resolution 2965, a resolution providing for the sale of Ada County personal property by the Board of Ada County Commissioners. That's us. Is there any discussion on that? Or any issues?
Go ahead, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. This is items that information technology has in their possession that is no longer utilized by the county. It's a lot of dilapidated old IT equipment, computers, monitors and such. And so they are warehousing it right now and they need to get rid of it. So that's why this resolution is before you today, is so we can sell these items.
Okay, is there any other discussion on the resolution?
Just as a point,
Yeah.
for somebody who might have read this, it's not personal property of the commissioners, it's personal property of the county as opposed to real property. So just if somebody reads that, they might be confused, but.
Yeah, I was wondering about that myself. We don't have,
Okay.
it's not our personal property, but it is personal property.
Okay. Thanks for
Okay.
that clarification.
It's switches and computers and such, right, yeah. Okay, well, I'll close the public hearing on resolution number 2965 and call for a motion.
I move to approve resolution 2965 as listed on the agenda.
Second.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. I'll open the public hearing on resolution 2966, a resolution for sole source procurement of insecticide products from Azelius Agricultural Environmental Solutions, formerly known as ADAPCO, FY24. Is there discussion on this resolution?
So, Mr. Chairman, these are chemicals that's used by Weed and Pest. Adam and his group use these chemicals throughout the year. This company, formerly known as ADAPCO, is the only one that has these particular types of chemicals in their inventory, and so that's why the sole source is needed, so we can procure directly from them.
Okay, any other discussion or input? Hearing none, I'll close the public hearing on resolution 2966 and ask for a motion.
I'll move to approve resolution number 2966 as listed on the agenda.
I second the motion.
Thank you. You've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Right?
Motion carries. Thank you. All right, moving on, we have review bids received and award recommendation for Public Works number 50,000 to 200,000. Go ahead.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, before you this morning under new business is the review of bids received and award recommendation for Public Works 50,000 to 200,000. This is bid 24040, the Ada County Juvenile Services Kitchen Drains Replacement and Wing 2 Sewer Line Replacement 2024. And we received one response for this project. And we'd like to submit this letter of the bid received and an award recommendation for your consideration.
Okay, could you read the letter?
Be happy to. It's a letter dated March 19th, 2024 to the Board of Ada County Commissioners from Ada County Procurement regarding bid 24040. Dear members of the board, Ada County Procurement received one response for bid 24040. The following is the name of the bidder and the bid amount submitted. So the bidder was Page Mechanical Group Incorporated, and they had a bid amount of $24,477. After reviewing the bid submitted, it is the recommendation of the evaluation group to award the contract for bid 24040 to Page Mechanical Group Incorporated as the lowest responsive bidder in the amount of $24,477.
Okay. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll accept a motion.
I move to accept the recommendation of the evaluation committee and award bid 24040, Ada County Juvenile Services Kitchen Drains Replacement, Wing 2 Sewer Line Replacement 2024 to Page Mechanical Group Incorporated for $24,477.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's $24,447.
400 what?
$447.
$47.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Right?
Motion carries. Thank you.
Thanks, Commissioners.
All right. Okay, we have some operations changes. Change order number 1 for Expo Exposition Building and Parking Lot upgrade. We're having a decrease to $114,012.83. All right, is there any discussion on this change order?
Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Very simply, project wrapped up, we didn't use all the owner's contingency, and that money will go back to the project.
Okay, I'll accept a motion.
I'll move to approve change order number 1, Expo Idaho Exposition Building and Parking Lot Lighting Upgrade 2023, as listed on the agenda, and authorize the chair to sign the documents on behalf of the board.
I second the motion and thank the staff for their diligent work in contract usability of our money and saving
Not
money.
using all of our owner's contingency.
Exactly.
Thank you. All right, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, next up, we have change order number 1 to Ada County Driver's License Building and Benjamin Campus Glass Project. It's changing the final completion date. No change in the cost, correct?
Yes, sir. It was a slow start. We made some changes in the design. extended the schedule out. This is just a change to reflect the end date of their project. We're revising it.
Right. Okay, is there, any other discussion? Hearing none, I'll accept a motion.
I move to approve change order number 1, Ada County Driver's License Office Building at Benjamin Campus Glass Project as listed on the agenda, and authorize the chair to sign the documents on behalf of the board.
Second.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye?
Okay.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Okay, we have, peddler's license. Licenses, catering permits. There's, 3 peddler's license and 33 catering permits. And a license transfer and a license, 40 license renewals. That's a lot of effort here going on. Okay. I'll accept a motion on the licenses.
I'll move to approve the 3 peddler solicitor licenses as identified on the agenda and authorize the chair to sign the documents on behalf of the board.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I have the catering permits. I'll accept a motion. Any question on these catering permits? Looks like there's a lot of activities going on.
Fun things going on in our county.
Yeah?
I move to approve the alcohol licenses as listed on the agenda, including 33 catering permits, 1 license transfer, and 40 license renewals, and authorize the chair to sign the documents on behalf of the board.
Second.
Okay, you've heard the motion. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. Thank you. You didn't get to talk to each other. Okay, we have the clerk's office here.
Morning, Mr. Chair, Commissioners.
We got some money from Eagle.
You did get some money from Eagle. We appreciate that. A few things for the board today. I just want to thank the elections team for all of their work during candidate filing. That's a lot of work on their part, and they did a great job. They always have fun while they do it too.
They do, I noticed that.
They do. They have a great time out there. We appreciate them. Kind of switching gears, want to make the board aware of a project that our office is embarking on. We're calling it the Courts Evaluation Project. So in partnership with HR and Sandra at the TCA's office, our judges, we are just looking at a comprehensive review of all of our processes, our procedures in the courts. It's a big operation. We want to make sure that we're operating as efficiently as possible, providing the best service to the public. So we're just kicking that off. We expect it to take a long time. There's a lot to look over, but wanted to make the board aware of that. We're excited to just learn more about what we might be able to improve on and any opportunities we might have, or to confirm that what we're doing is working well. So
What's your timeline on that?
we're looking at probably about a year, just because, like I said, there's so many processes, procedures, types of courts, things that we need to look into.
Sure.
And court is operating on all of those days. So,
Regularly.
yeah, so it'll be a long project, but we're looking forward to getting started on that.
Who are you having help you do that?
So Sean Miller from HR is helping us with that. He's got a small team that's going to be looking at a review. And then, of course, Sandra, TCA's office, and Judge Hippler are aware of this as well. And like I said, we're just getting started, but we'll keep the board aware of kind of how that's going as we get
All right.
as we get into it. And then finally, we're very excited that we, for the 5th time, as the clerk's office made the top 10 best places to work list in Idaho. We will find out next month where we rank on the top 10 list, but we always love being a part of that. So
Well, congratulations.
Yes,
Thank you.
congratulations again.
thank you. Appreciate that.
Hopefully you can get on the top of the
Yep.
top 10.
I have another question. Mr.
Yeah, go ahead.
On the court review, are you going to have in that review an analysis of when we have, because we've had this year 2 out-of-county cases, and wrap that in so we can give a report back to the state as well in terms of how that functions and how it impacts local.
Sure, yeah, I can make a note of that and have the team take a look at just kind of how that all worked in conjunction with the other counties that we're helping out.
I think our staff, you did a very good job at it, but I think we need to note that that so that the state understands that as well.
Yep, I will note that.
One, the impact of it, but two, how well we did it.
We're just about to start up again.
But we're not soliciting new business.
No,
Correct.
We're just
Yes.
running our,
Not advertising. But yes, I will make note of that.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Well, okay, any other discussions on that? You got anything? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. We have before us now the Claims Journal. I'll accept a motion.
I'll move to authorize payment of claims on the Claims Journal dated March 15th, 2024.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next up, we have personnel actions. I'll accept a motion on the personnel actions.
I move to approve personnel actions as listed on the agenda, that the summary sheet remain on file in the Commissioner's office.
Second.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. Okay, we have the assessor's office. You have some information for us, sir?
Chairman Beck, Chairman,
Yes.
or Commissioners. Good morning.
Good morning.
Brad and his team are over on the Hill, testifying against House Bill 717, the bill would shift the burden of proof to the assessor's office.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
still alive, that bill's still alive.
He's
huh?
still alive, yeah. So that's why they were unable to be here this morning and,
That's in the Rev Tax Committee or local government?
excuse me?
Which committee is that in?
I'm not sure
Oh,
which
okay, well-
committee it's in right now.
Brad's over there giving them what for?
That's right,
And
yeah.
it shifts the burden to the assessor's office?
Yes,
Right.
essentially,
Yeah.
if the taxpayer provides any proof, in their case, in BOE, then the burden shifts to the assessors to prove that their information is incorrect.
That wouldn't be too difficult.
It wouldn't be too
From
difficult.
what my experience of the
My understanding
Board
is,
of
is,
Equalization.
is it wouldn't change that much for us,
But
but
it
some of
just
the smaller counties it would be a huge burden for, so.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, well. All right, you got anything else for us?
Yeah, we've received so far over 2,200 property tax reduction applications so far.
That's circuit breaker?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then our admin department has been doing on-site visits to senior centers across the valley, including they did one in the Meridian DMV that was very, very successful. So bringing the services to the people, been very popular.
Okay,
In my little department, we have 62 new subdivisions this fiscal year and over 2,500 new subdivision lots.
Wow.
That's slightly above average, a 10-year average, so development is still going strong, not like it has been, but going strong.
okay. All right, well, any questions for the assessor's office? All right, well, thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here. Okay. Next up, we have some tax cancellations, which are not cancellations at all, but merely reductions. But the law says they're cancellations. So, any questions or discussion on any of the tax cancellations? Not, I'll accept a motion.
I move to approve the tax cancellations as listed on the agenda, which includes 4 tax cancellations for 2021, 5 tax cancellations for 2022, and 13 tax cancellations for 2023. And authorize the chair to sign the documents on behalf of the board.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion. Any further discussion? Not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Okay, we have the treasurer's office. Do you have anything for us today?
Morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. The Treasurer's Office has no updates this week.
Okay, I guess that's good. All right, thank you. Next item on the business is the approval of the minutes for open business meeting for the 3/12. I'll accept a motion.
I move to approve the minutes as identified on the agenda and authorize the chair to sign the documents on behalf of the board.
Second.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, next up, we have 8 agreements. Is there any discussion or question on any of the agreements?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
just as a couple of thoughts that might be confusing to people are actually, the first two agreements are copiers for service agreements. Just as a note, we actually bought copiers here, saved money by buying copiers, and these are the service agreements for those. So I just want to congratulate the staff for finding ways to save money in those two agreements.
Yes. Any other questions or issues? Should be noted that these agreements are provided to the board well in advance, and they're all reviewed by our lawyers. And we don't just approve these as fast as it appears.
Well, and in that regard, Mr. Chairman, some of the others accentuate our agreements between the city of Boise and other places. 'Cause
Sure.
there's a couple of places where we're agreeing with city of Boise. We work together on training and other things, and that's some of the things that are in these agreements that I think should be noted as well, that we are working, thank the city of Boise for working with us and helping us, let us use their training range, and then helping us in other things. So just a note for the public, we do work together.
Yes. All right, is there any other discussion on these agreements? If not, I'll accept a motion.
I'll move to approve the 8 agreements as listed on the agenda and authorize the chair to sign the appropriate documents on behalf of the board.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Is there any other business needs to be brought before the board? Hearing none. We're adjourned. Thank you. Well, good morning. Today is Tuesday, the 19th day of March, first day of spring.
Yeah.
And the Board of Commissioners, sitting as a board of Ada County Emergency Medical Services District, is in session to conduct its weekly open business meeting. All 3 commissioners are present. Are there any changes to the agenda, Madam Clerk?
No, there are not.
No changes to the agenda. There is a claims journal. I'll accept a motion on the claims journal.
I move to authorize payment of the claims as listed on the claims journal dated March 15th regarding EMS expenditures.
Second.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. There's 9 step increases for EMS on the EMS pay plan. I'll accept a motion on the personnel actions.
I'll move to approve the personnel actions as listed on the agenda and that the summary sheet remain on file in the Commissioner's office.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Alright,
Motion carries. Now we need to approve the minutes of the 12th of March. Is there a motion?
I move to approve the minutes as identified on the agenda and authorize the chair to sign the documents on behalf of the board.
second.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, if Commissioner Davidson could give us an EMS update.
They're doing great.
They're doing great. Okay. Unless there's any further business, we'll be in recess. We're adjourned.